I'm going to share with you the best lymphatic drainage technique. It's called the Big Six because we're going to be following the big 6 points of the lymphatic system. So this technique is very simple, but it's very, very powerful. Some people even have a bit of a detox afterwards. So if you do feel a little bit sick or a little like flu-like symptoms come on afterwards, it's totally normal and actually needs to happen. It means your lymphatic is backed up and it's finally getting the chance to release. The lymphatic doesn't have a pump like the heart, so it requires manual stimulation, and when you put the pressure on the right points in the right sequence, you really open up everything and allow the body to detox naturally. So the first place you begin, and this is true for any lymphatic drainage, even if you're doing dry brushing, you always begin here. This is called the termini. So this triangle just above my collarbone, below my trap and my neck, there's a triangle in here. You're going to put your fingers in and you're just going to make some circles with your fingers. So throughout this technique, I'm going to be using the rule of 10. I'm just going to do everything 10 times, so make 10 circles one way, but you can definitely do a lot more. You can do less depending on your time and energy. Then we're going to do 10 circles the other way. I like to do this every single morning, first thing when I wake up, before I drink any water actually. Just get the body nice and stimulated. Once I've done that, I'm going to rub it. And I'm also going to put my fingers just below the collarbone. And then I'm going to slap it 10 times. Other side. So this, the termini, this is the main area for the lymph. We have to open this, otherwise you're just pushing like sewage into a blocked drain. So we're opening the highways, if you will. Then I like to take my thumbs and just rub up my neck to behind my ears. I do behind my ears, behind my jaw. I do little circles, again 10 one way, behind the jaw, and 10 circles the other way. Then I like to tap. You don't have to tap super hard, it can be a bit sensitive, this area. But again, tapping 10 times. Then I put one finger in front of my ear, one finger behind. I'm going up and down like this. Again, 10 times. Then I pull down 10 times. Then I'm going to grab my ears and pull down 10 times. A lot of lymph nodes by the ears. 1/3 of all your lymph nodes are from the neck up, because the brain is such a metabolically demanding organ. It requires a lot of resources and therefore creates a lot of toxins as its byproduct. Then I'm going to rub down my neck like this. This is a little bonus that I like to add in. It's not part of the big 5, but I like to tap here because there's a hole, if you feel here in your cheek, where in your skull where the lymphatic come through. So I like to tap there again 10 times. And then I like to take my knuckles and place it there and pull away 10 times. So I'm really pulling the lymph of the face out. And once I've pulled there, then I'm going to pull up and towards the ear. And again, I'll do that 10 times. Like I said, it's not part of the big 6, but it really does feel nice to get. If you wake up like this morning, you can see my face a little puffy. I've been sick. That's the other thing. I wouldn't do this technique if you are sick already, because your system's under stress, and so you're probably just going to push more stress into an already stressed system. So rather save it for when you're feeling good, because it can make you get sick actually, because you're detoxing. And I just rub it all back down my neck. Okay, so this is the first area, the termini. Second area behind the jaw. Third area is the armpits. So we're just going to rub like this. This is very important for the ladies. Huge lymphatic nodes here. And again, once you've done 10, you're just going to slap. Other side. Nice. Then we come in here, just below, this is called the xiphoid process. Just below is the cisterna chyli, one of the biggest lymph nodes in the body. If you press in here and you feel sick, I'm pressing in relatively hard. You don't have to press super hard, but it's good to get in there. If you press in here and you feel sick, you have either really backed up lymphs or you have really poor digestion. So it's a good way to check yourself. Same with if you press in here by the termini and it's actually quite painful. So once you've rubbed that a bit, I put 2 hands on my belly and we're just going to go up and down. And then we're going to slap 10 times. Party does. And you're going to put both hands on top of each other and press in. And you've got your ascending colon on your right by your liver and your descending colon on your left by your stomach and spleen. So we're going to follow that order. So I'm going to go down on my left and up on my right like this, making nice circles. You can go the other way if you have good digestion. It's not going to really cause any damage or anything, but if someone already struggles with digestion and now you're rubbing your colon the wrong way, it can make things a little more difficult for yourself. If you go to certain practitioners, that's actually how they help people who have constipation and things, is rubbing the colon in that order. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is the hips. So the hip crease where your pants are is going to rub up and down. And then you're going to slap. Okay, and the last section is behind the knee over here. So you're just going to rub behind the knee. Again, 10 times one way. And 10 times the other way. And then you're going to slap. Once you've done all 6, you should actually feel a lot more energized and stimulated already just from this short practice. But the last thing we're going to do is you're going to lift up onto your toes and you're just going to drop your heels. And now that we've opened up, stimulated the nerves, stimulated the tissue, stimulated the lymph, and actually caused some manual lymphatic flow, we're going to start flushing it by just landing on your heels. Again, I'll do that 10 times. If you want, you can add this in, which I like to do every day. It's just bounce. Actually feels really nice to just have a little bounce. And there you have it. There's one more thing that's very important. You must drink a glass of water once you've finished. My water looks brown because it's got organic shilajit in it, which is full of minerals. It'll deliver nutrients straight to the cell. It'll also bind and pull toxins out of the cell. So I love it, and I always say thank you to my water. Ooh, delicious. Have a beautiful day.